Hello. Yeah, you know, life's really, in a way, really quite easy. You know, we make it difficult. I think maybe that's the point of life, is to make it difficult, otherwise it wouldn't maybe have a point. For me, as long as other people are not harming people or forcing people, stealing or trespassing without a really good reason, then anything else, they should be left to their own affairs, really. And I generally think, you know, everything that people do, even if I think it's really dumb and stupid, you know, is okay. If somebody slips on the ice, even if I say, you know, it's slippery, then at least I know for sure, yeah, it's definitely slippery. I can thank that person for their mistake, at least. So they've only got to be embarrassed at themselves. So then why am I pushy? Why do I push people? Why would I possibly want to make a video and put it up on the internet? The main reason is because we can. The second reason is there seems to be some kind of impulse, some intuition, some passion or desire, driving force, flow, that leads you down there doing this sort of stuff. You know, I don't have the choice to not make these videos, really, I think. And so, you know, if let's say the cosmos commands me to make this video, then I can accept that command. But then strip out away from the command what's useful to me. You know, I make this video, but I can make it how I like. I don't have to follow a script, because I'm not working for any television company. And although I might not be getting paid a day job for this, I'm actually getting more fulfillment. Oh, little squirrel. That's as you can see him. You know, get more fulfillment of being able to do it freely like this. Little red squirrel. Yeah, because if I was working for a TV company, then I probably got thrown out for filming that little squirrel. I don't know. Moving off topic, but I didn't want to make too much of a topic here. Because that's it, really. You know, like, you know, there's religions and stuff. What's a religion? Well, it's a kind of a system of beliefs, you know, written or spoken beliefs, that are like act as guides to improving or to living a good life. And it's a good way to run a society. But at the same time, we often look at religion and realise there's massive flaws in there, especially when they become like institutions and stuff, and especially when the message gets slightly twisted in order to make an advantage. Like, really, I think nobody should fear God. I mean, I actually think God is us, but I call the whole thing the universe. Really, I'm cosmic. Me, I'm into nature, and so it doesn't really matter what word you give it. But you see, I'm there to maybe just pick and poke, you know. If you believe in God, say, then where is God? How's God going to teach you? Well, your God is maybe acting through me. Even if I don't believe in your God might be acting through me, I don't know. It's a concept. And it's about making a concept that's useful, usable, and doesn't hurt anybody. And something that you don't need to force on others. You know, religion obviously is to do with freedom of religion. Yeah. But I've also got the freedom to question your religion, you know. If you went up to a Buddhist monk who was meditating, deep in contemplation, and you whispered, "Hey, Baldy, nice coloured dress you've got on, nice orange dress, mate." And he doesn't answer and that, you know. "Hey up, mate, are you dead?" What would you expect the Zen Buddhist master how to respond? Well, I mean, I, as master, have no expectations. But I would think, if the Buddhist got up and said, "Hey up, I was meditating. Can't you see that, you long-haired walking advertisement? Can't you see I'm trying to reach enlightenment here?" No, you wouldn't expect that. The kind of reaction I'd expect would be a good example reaction, like, "Thank you for sharing your experience with me and making this experience possible." That would be a good Buddhist reply, really, if you know what I mean. So what I'm saying is religion and rules and regulations are there anyway to be under constant scrutiny, you know, constant observation and discussion. Yeah, so beLeaf, you know, leaf. You can see the leaves. Okay, beLeaf. beLeaf is leaves. That's the way I see it. In German, this is Laub. Yeah, all these leaves, Laub. What's on the floor here. And now, like a beLeaf is a Glaube. So Glaube is belief in German. And holiday in German is Urlaub, which in English you could translate to leave. So this connection with the trees and the leaves, paper, I think, is an Egyptian word, papyrus or something, which is a leaf. A Bible means collection of leaves, or, you know, it basically means a book. So, and you have a leaf of paper. And so in a way we're kind of like upside down trees. You know, we have our head in the ground and our roots are in the brain, rooted and connected to the cosmos. Cosmos is the earth. So for the tree, its roots are in the ground, so we're actually upside down from the tree, in that sense. So through photosynthesis, a tree takes in the light into its leaves, and through a similar process, humans write on those leaves, and that's the expression of the photosynthesis. You know, what we do with our hands is the fruit of our ideas. We produce concepts and ideas with our hands. So it's kind of like the inner light shining through the doing. Yeah, so these pieces of paper, these leaves of paper, what's written on them is like then legs or laws or words. Now the word in itself comes from the word would and will be, and it comes basically from to be, vidandi, to be. So the word in itself is like a seed that's planted in your mind that grows into a tree, into a fruit, and fruits itself. So the words on the leaf are the expression of somebody else's, or the fruits of somebody else's ideas, yeah, expressed with logos and stuff on leaves. So when you pick up one of these leaves of paper and you decide that what's on there is in accordance with that what you hold as your truth, then you take that leaf and beLeaf it, like behold, or become, beneath, below, all of these leave. You're taking it off a leaf. So if I sign a signature on a leaf and I write down a testament or a will or a deed, and I sign that, then I give that authority. And you, as the reader, have the right to believe that. And seeing is believing in the law. All words were written by man or woman, and all men and women are equal. So it's up to you to decide which words you want to believe, and how you want to practice your freedom of religion. Yeah, have a good time.